Happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Monday Morning Wrap here on Sports Tree. We had an excellent weekend, an excellent betting weekend. We did some good damage in the UFC, and then on the gridiron, we cleaned up as well. Outside of the Cleveland Browns, we had an excellent weekend. On Sunday Night Football, we had the Rams +3, so we won that. In the earlier game, the Cowboys and Packers, we had the over. We had Dak Prescott to throw for over 2 touchdowns, so that one felt pretty good. Yes, I did think the Cowboys were going to win that game at home, but no, it wasn't worth a bet. It was a pick, not a bet. So if you were betting the Cowboys, if you were betting $5 to win $1 on the Cowboys at home, that's ill-advisable. That is what you call a square. Let's jump into this kind of modified edition of the Monday Morning Wrap. We're going to break down the 2 football games, the 2 wildcard games on Monday for you, give you some picks, give you some best bets, and then you can head over to sportstree.ca, answer the trivia question to get in to win a pair of NHL or NBA tickets to see any team that you'd like to see play live. And now it's time to break down these football games. We're heading to Orchard Park, Buffalo Highmark Stadium. I was listening to the radio yesterday on my way to hockey, and the guy on Q107, I'm calling you out, whoever you are, kept calling it Skymark. Not only that, he was saying that the Bills were playing the Miami Dolphins. It's like, yeah, they're paying fans at Skymark Stadium for the Bills-Dolphins game. Buddy, if you don't know what you're talking about, shut the fuck up. It's not worth it. That was terrible. Q107, you should fire that man. Anyway, everyone has a bad day. Don't actually fire him. All right, let's jump into it now. Bills, I think they're going to win this game. I think they're going to cover the spread. The Steelers, they rank bottom 10 in offensive proficiency, both passing the football, overall offense, and running the ball. I don't think they're that good. Is Mason Rudolph the answer? He has been for the last 3 weeks. He has a passer rating up over 110 in each one of his starts this season. However, he's Mason Rudolph. You're going up against Josh Allen in Buffalo. I understand the Buffalo secondary is banged up. Mike Milano is out of Monday's game. The defense won't be as strong as they have been in the past. However, their offense is going to roll. It's going to be cold that day. It is in Buffalo. Both these teams are used to the cold. AFC North and AFC West, East opponents, right? So they know what it's like to play in the cold. Pittsburgh is not a warm place. However, Buffalo is frigid. There's a reason why they moved this game. I don't think it's going to impact the under. One of the things I really wanted to clarify is that we're removing our under bet. We've cashed out of our under bet and we put it on the Bills to cover the 10 points. And one other thing to note is that TJ Watt is out. I know we talked about this on the other show, but I really need to just hammer home how important that is. The Steelers are 1-9 without TJ Watt since drafting him. So that is, they win 10% of the games when he's not in the lineup. Now they have to go into Buffalo. I just don't see how this is going to end well. And last year, week 5, when the Bills played the Steelers without TJ Watt, they beat them by over 30 points. So I'm laying the 10 points with the Buffalo Bills. As for Monday Night Football, folks, Tampa Bay, they're hosting the Eagles. The Eagles are in a downfall, right? This is not the same Eagles team that started the season. They were 10-1. Now they're just all over the place. Their offense is just not in sync. And the Eagles defense can't stop a fly with a shotgun right now. So I don't see how many points are going to be scored in this game, and I have zero trust for the Eagles. I don't think Jalen Hurts is 100%, despite what the injury reports are saying. He just hasn't been himself. So I like Tampa Bay +3. I'm less bullish on that than I am on the under. Look, Tampa Bay only put up 9 points against Carolina. Baker Mayfield did not look good. Yes, he brought this team to the playoffs, but there's that Baker Mayfield cycle, right? So this is the Baker Mayfield cycle, right? He plays poorly, he gets criticized, which is kind of the first half of Tampa Bay's season. He gets that underdog mentality going. He starts beating up on teams like the Chicago Bears, calls out the doubters and the haters, and then he plays poorly again. Last week was, I think, the performance where he might have played poorly. He did not play well. Obviously, only 9 points, no touchdowns, and they still won the division. That seems like a bit of a fluke. Like, the Saints went out and took care of business in their game, and they're at home this week watching from the couches. So I don't know if I'm sold necessarily on the Baker Mayfield side of the offense. I think they have a good rushing attack. I think if you try to stretch the ball to Mike Evans, he can make some plays. A.J. Brown is out on the other side of the ball, so I just don't see how Philly's going to put up many points against this healthy Buccaneers defense. And then at the same time, I don't trust Baker Mayfield. That's what it comes down to. I'm going to be rooting for Baker Mayfield. I'm taking the Bucs +3, but I'm taking the under in this one as well. Moving over to our trivia question now for you guys to get in to win a pair of NHL tickets or NBA tickets to see your favorite teams play live. We did the NFL today. That's what we're focusing on. We're focusing on the playoffs. We're giving you your best bets. I think we've done that. I think we have achieved that. And the question is now, which 4 teams in the NFL are named after cats? One of them got a massive win on Sunday, their first win in 32 years. There's a clue for you. Head over to sportstree.ca, answer that question, and you're in to win. And remember, if you upgrade your subscription, you upgrade your chances at winning. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree. Enjoy the football. That's a wrap.